Hey YouTube, Darcy Sky here, back again with a pickups video. It's been a while since we've done a pickup specific video, but I've gotten tons of new music lately and I want to give that time for reviews. So we're going to talk about some stuff I've picked up, let's say 2018. There's a lot of stuff I have picked up in 2018 and I kind of want to divide it into different videos so I don't have just a super long video. So today we're going to do Nintendo handheld videos, so GBA, GBC, classic Game Boy, stuff like that. So we'll start with the lonely GBA game I've got. This is a Rayman Raving Rabbids for the GBA. Now this game is actually a lot of fun. I haven't played lots, maybe done the first 2 or 3 worlds, but it's super fun. Raving Rabbids, you may know, came out for the Wii, and it's just a mini game collection. And they're popular for some reason, I think because the characters are great, but we don't need new minigame collections. There's a DS version that had some platforming, but more minigames. This version is all classic Rayman platforming. It reminds me a lot of the original Rayman for PlayStation. The art style is similar, music is similar. It's just a really fun game so far, and I'm enjoying it a lot, and I highly recommend it. I grabbed this off eBay for super cheap. I'm sure you can find it online for cheap or at your local game store as well, because I think people see the title and assume it's a mini game, or it's a mini game. Yeah, but it's super fun. Totally recommend it. Let's move on now, just looking at the pile, to the classic, boom, Pokemon Pinball. This is the original, so based off of Red and Blue. So it's a black cart, so it'll work in your classic Game Boy Pocket, whatever. But it has enhanced palettes for Game Boy Color as well. It's also one of the few Game Boy games that has here, I'll take it off, the battery compartment for the Rumble. So there's doesn't shake, but there's something in here at the top. It rumbles around. A little bit with the panels and stuff, but particularly you can get a kickback and Pikachu buzzes it back, buzzes your Pokeball, which is the ball back up. Pokemon Pinball itself is super fun. I had it when I was a kid, and I never stopped thinking about the day when I could have it back again. Just super fun game. You collect Pokemon by playing pinball. It's just great. It's a great time. Awesome. Again, actually, all these? Yeah, the rest of these all came together in a lot. So I know some of these games are, I'll fix that later. Some of these are pricier on their own, but I got a really good deal on all this altogether. Next game, Kirby's Block Ball. Or is it Kirby or Kirby's? Kirby's Block Ball, which is kind of a breakout Arkanoid. I wouldn't say clone, I mean based off of that system. But it has so much more going on. There's the classic Kirby enemies and power-ups. It's just Kirby, but a puzzle Arkanoid type game. It's great. I've been enjoying playing that a lot. It's a good mindless game, but to open up for a challenge for a few minutes or something. Tons of fun. Next up is Golf, the classic, which I should remember. Was this a launch title? No, I don't think Golf was a launch title. I think it was in Japan, but it came out a year later in the States. But my goal is to get all the launch titles. I thought this was one of them. I think this is a Japanese launch title when I think about it now. Regardless, I've got Golf, and it's a fun game. It's a paring down of the classic NES Golf, and it's very simple. Came out early, obviously, in the Game Boy's lifespan, but it's just good, easy fun. You can turn it on, get right into a match, shoot a ball a couple times. It's fun, right? And again, that on its own is a really cheap game. You can find any retro game store for $5 or under, I would say. Next, Harvest Moon GBC. So this is a black cart, so it will work in normal Game Boy, whatever. Is it enhanced? No, not enhanced, but it'll work in your Game Boy Color as well. It's obviously Harvest Moon for the Game Boy Color. It's a simplified version of the Super Nintendo version, so you don't have a romance system, anything like that. It's just pure farming, and you don't even lose at the end of the time you're given. The spirit of your grandpa says, here's a farm. He'll just scold you and then send you back to the game. So if things like time limits, I don't know why people find Harvest Moon games really relaxing, and I find games like this, Stardew Valley, not Animal Crossing, that game just sucks. These games, they're just stressful in a way because I feel like you should always be doing something. that you shouldn't just be enjoying yourself. And I know that's not really how that works. You can do very little and still proceed in the game. But that's how I feel about it. But I've been playing that a little to kind of dip my toe back into those games, and it's fun. It's simple. It's a little clunky. It's not quite as streamlined as some others, but it's a lot of fun. I'd recommend it. It's a little pricey though. I've looked for how much this game goes on its own at stores and online. It's getting a little pricey. I think because there's such a cachet with the title and the brand, but it's good. I recommend it. Let's finish off with the last black card game, which is Pokemon, the trading card game for Game Boy Color. Now, I wasn't too much into the trading card game back in the day when it first came out for Pokemon. I loved Pokemon Blue, watched the show a bit. I had cards. I bought a deck of cards, but I think I enjoyed looking at it more than I enjoyed actually playing it. I played Magic the Gathering as a kid, and that was a pretty streamlined game. It's pretty simple, easy to understand, and I read the rules for Pokemon. Now, I haven't looked at them since. There's a chance that the Pokemon rules are simple. They're just different than Magic, and that was too much for me to handle. But I still kind of liked looking at the cards, and I thought, oh, maybe I'll play it one day. Oh, I also played, there was like a Star Wars trading card game that came out, I guess in the 90s when they re-released them into theaters. I remember that. Because I think I remember having a birthday party where we saw Return of the Jedi, had hot dogs and DQ ice cream cake. This is like nostalgia explosion right here. I'm back as a kid. I'm happy. Life is good. Trump's not around. Well, he's around, but he's just in Home Alone, and that's fine. Anyway, so I haven't actually played much of this. I started to. I got bored of listening to tutorials, and then I got into battle. I should have listened to the tutorials. Can't really give a fair assessment of this game. I have to actually play it. Now, a game I can give a fair assessment of, because I've been playing this a lot out of all of these. Actually, Pokemon Pinball is probably the one I've been playing most of. This is a close second, though. Looney Tunes by Sunsoft for the Game Boy. It's a platformer. That's great. I didn't know what to expect. I thought it'd be similar to the Tiny Toons games, and it is. It is a very similar feel in terms of the physics and how you jump and your characters. But it's just super fun. Each level is kind of broken up into miniature challenges, either a mini boss or a specific kind of platforming where you have to platform it in a certain way, and it's just super fun. I wasn't expecting to enjoy it this much, but it's a good game. Pick this up too. I actually haven't looked up prices for this, so I couldn't tell you one way or another. Again, most of this except for Rayman was in a lot, so yeah. But anyway. These are all the Nintendo handheld things I'm getting recently. I have tons of music stuff that I've picked up that I want to talk about. Some other Nintendo things that I want to talk about. But that's it for Game Boy and things. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for telling me what your stuff is going on. Let me try that again. Thanks for telling me stuff about your life in the comments. Awesome. Yeah, guys. Catch you next time. Peace out.